bastards. I've spent half my week writing a piece about how I'm not really that bothered about Chelsea. They're not really a rival and all that. And then you get 3 points against them and go, oh yeah, this feels a bit better than it normally does. Steve, I've got Steve Graves and Siobhan Biggane, by the way, and I'm Gareth Roberts. Don't need to do it. These introductions every time, do we? Steve, it was fantastic. I thought it was one of them afternoons where you just really enjoy being a Red. And obviously, the red card slightly helps, but you know, Liverpool were dominant regardless of red cards.
I think there's an argument, and maybe I'm stretching it too far to say that was among the best performances in the last few seasons, just in the context of everything. You know, the worldwide global situation, where we are in the season, what Chelsea have added, and to be so dominant. Two centre-backs injured. Just to be that dominant. Carragher in the commentary said, and I agreed, that this is Liverpool at their best.
Yeah.
And I was on about 30 when we hadn't scored a goal, or even looked like we hadn't quite created the chance that was going to be the chance, but just looked so assured, so like champions. And I think, you know, again, going back to the commentary, like Gary Neville was sort of alluding to that. This is what it looks like. This is what a side that knows everything that it's meant to be, and is so on top of its brief in every area, and with more to come, and with reinforcements to bring on, with a player we've signed who's not even in the squad, who hopefully will add something even more. Obviously Thiago coming in, an almost perfect afternoon, without being a 6 or 7-0, you know, but also the feeling that if it needed to be, it could have been.
Yeah, quite easily.
Just such assurance from Liverpool. Whereas, even, you know, there's been times when we've either been chaotic and won, or been winning games in tight situations. You know, so many 2-1s last season, so many games where we won late and believed, and that was what we did against Leeds last week. Was just believed and hung in, and I knew that the chance was going to come. Today it was a performance on a whole other level, really, and Thiago wasn't a part of that for half of it, but becomes such a part of it in the second half. And
he was fantastic.
Just feels like there's a whole new chapter opening, which is amazing. Having done everything Liverpool's done, that we've got somewhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, it felt to me like Thiago played for us for about 5 years. Just came on and was just like, I get all this, boys. It sounds, I'm dead good. Look cool as fuck. Played some great balls. Nearly scores a goal. Even when he's fucking up, he's laughing it off.
Fist bumps when he tackles Kante. I mean, that was when I went, you'll do fine, son. You'll do fine.
He was absolutely great. Fabinho was absolutely fantastic as a centre-half as well. You know, there's been a lot of bedwetting about the centre-half position. And, you know, again, you know, Steve mentions Carragher. Carragher's saying on the commentary, he's played centre-half, you know, before, lads. It's all right. And he steps in and he was superb. And, like, you know, there's a big deal made about Werner, and you understand why. But, you know, he tries to take on Fabinho 2 or 3 times, gets nowhere.
Knows he's getting nowhere.
And it was just, I felt like everyone knew the place. So Steve talks about Liverpool knew their place, looked like champions. I think Chelsea knew their place as well. They've been talked up, they bought some players, but they were 33 points behind Liverpool last season, and it looked that way again.
Well, we referred to the commentary a couple of times, and I'm going to do it again. Carragher said, or was it Neville said, they've got an inferiority complex. They've walked into this game thinking that they are thereabouts equal with Liverpool, and the second they've stepped onto that field, they've gone, no, we're not. I thought it was incredible. I thought that the fact that there was absolutely no drop whatsoever when the captain comes out and this new lad who's only been in the country for a couple of days goes in, the fact that he managed to keep up that intensity without even so much as a brief, like you said, it was just incredible. And throw in that, like, I really enjoyed how unhappy Werner looked, as in, like, he'd just gone, oh shit, kind of thing. But anything good Chelsea did, it was through him. But he just knew that he was no match. Alisson saves a penalty, Jorginho misses a penalty. We've not even mentioned that yet.
Yeah,
it was just it was such an it was one of those games that was it was a sum of its parts, as in, like, there was so many brilliant moments, and, like, every 5 minutes there was something new to get in about, but it was just, as you said, it was as close to perfect as you can be without it being the battering.